Usually this is a thing banks would want to do if they wanted more attrition in the ranks of the lower performers. But it's a time of transition. So how unusual, and perhaps what does the timing say about this?
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly the tension that's really interesting here is, this is a bank that has been very vocal about wanting to rebuild after losing a lot of, a lot of its top investment bankers early last year. And so to now come back with a bonus season that's, especially brutal, it really does hurt morale and obviously risks everything that they've been trying to do with this big rebuild. And so definitely a departure from what you normally see from banks. It's not unusual for banks to give out, they're called donuts or bagels in kind of Wall Street lingo, but usually it's done very sparingly and really done to folks who you kind of want to see out the door. That's not the case here. Our understanding is that this is large swaths of Barclays investment bankers being given these donuts or bagels, and so really interesting time for this bank to try to continue with its rebuild.
I mean, the two people running that side of the business are Taylor Wright and Cathal Deasy. They, according to our sourcing, they went in to their teams and they held on to the rainmakers. They paid up and looked large, excuse the pun, but they spent part of the pie retaining star talent, which is a fair enough strategy. Retain your star rainmakers, but that means that breeds resentment. I've worked on floors where this really breeds resentment, and people leave. You do need the mid-tier to deliver. Ironically enough, rainmakers are wonderful, but you do need worker bees as well.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. And that is, to your point, what our sources were telling us was just that all of the efforts that they went through last year to rebuild and not just retain folks, but really go out and hire folks. I mean, those efforts worked. They were able to add dozens of managing directors and directors. But now at the end of the year, kind of when, the rubber meets the road, you see that is, potentially going to complicate the folks who decided to stay and could ultimately really undermine a lot of what they've been able to do here.
Well, Jenny, if the reasoning behind this is the investment banking struggling, I love what the head of IR said at the last earnings, that there's not quite enough volatility for the markets, but a little too much for banking. So it's this awkward period of volatility not helping either side. We get an investor update later this month. Are they going to be talking about the revival of the investment bank? Are we finally in the sweet spot?
I think that's what everyone's hoping for. So at this investor update, what they've talked a lot about is that they're planning to say, the investment bank right now, it gets a lot of flack from investors because it takes up so much capital relative to other parts of the bank. They love their investment bank. They think it's a really high-performing unit. They want to keep it. So I think their goal now is to just rebalance that and just invest in other parts of the bank. And so you actually saw this morning, Barclays announced that they are buying Tesco, their retail bank offering here in the UK. And so you see them trying to make these steps where they won't de-emphasize or won't pull back on the investment bank, but they'll just make the other parts of the bank bigger, and that way the share of the company that the investment bank takes up isn't as large, and that just helps them a lot on the capital front. So I think we'll see more maneuvering like that, because everything they've said so far really is that they love this investment banking unit and they want to see it grow.